Imagine this. Justin Bieber is performing on stage giving one of his high-energy sets when he suddenly stops mid-song. And right there, just a few steps away, stands someone who could almost be Selena Gomez herself. Phones are out, cameras are snapping, and the air feels electric. In an instant, social media explodes. Did Justin really see Selena, or just someone who looks exactly like her? It all began when a fan in the front row caught his attention. Not just any fan, someone who, for a moment, made Justin react in a way that felt more than casual. His expression changes, almost like he's been transported back in time. In the clip, you can see his eyes widen, his voice cutting through. The music, "You have a familiar face." That small comment sent fans into a frenzy. Just the idea that someone resembling Selena was standing there was enough to set the internet alight. TikTok picked it up immediately. Clips of Justin freezing and staring went viral, with viewers calling it a nostalgic moment frozen in time. Some wrote, "That's when I realized Selena isn't really over," while others rewound and slowed down the footage, convinced he was looking back into the past. Every reaction seemed magnified, every pause analyzed. Then YouTube Shorts joined. In one clip focused entirely on Justin's reaction. Eyes wide, jaw tight, voice almost a whisper as he says, "You have a familiar face." The comments section went wild. Some viewers felt a rush of nostalgia, others were shocked, a few called it creepy, and many reveled in the old Selena energy. Meanwhile, a handful worried about how Hailey Bieber might feel watching this unfold. Some fans even posted dramatic captions like, "Justin Bieber humiliates the lookalike," labeling the moment awkward or uncomfortable. Of course, that only fueled more debate. The gossip machine went into overdrive. Social media erupted instantly. Selena supporters felt validated, insisting, "That's the same look reserved for Selena." Others tried to defend Hailey, saying, "Imagine watching this as her partner." Meanwhile, the more rational voices argued, "It's just a fan who happens to look like Selena, nothing more." But the discussion didn't fade. It only grew louder, and then came the theories. Some people believed it was an emotional flashback. Justin seeing someone who reminded him of Selena triggered memories he couldn't hide. Others suggested it might have been staged, perhaps even orchestrated by his team to spark conversation. The most dramatic fans claimed it was a subconscious pull, a sign of unresolved feelings. Proof? None, but speculation spread like wildfire. The impact of this short encounter might seem small at first glance, but in pop culture terms, it was huge. Immediately, it became trending content across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Articles appeared with titles like "Justin Bieber Haunted by Selena Memories," and the story traveled faster than any album announcement. This wasn't about music, charts, or album releases. It was about nostalgia and drama capturing everyone's attention. Long term, maybe it won't matter. Justin's career is built on music, collaborations, and his philanthropic work. Still, the power of nostalgia can't be underestimated. Selena is still a cultural touchstone, and moments like this briefly bring it back to the forefront, even if just for conversation. The people involved had their own stakes. For Justin, it may have triggered a mixture of awkwardness and nostalgia. Exactly what made the clip so captivating. Hailey's viewers quietly wondered if she was uncomfortable. Fans commented, "Hope Hailey's okay," as though they were witnessing a live soap opera. And Selena, she's out there living her life. But the moment reminded everyone of her influence and lingering presence in pop culture. So what could happen next? New clips might surface, showing more reactions, or media outlets could analyze every second of his expression. Fans will create montages, memes, and layered edits. Theories will keep circulating. Was it planned, emotional, or symbolic? Will Justin respond? Perhaps, but silence often fuels speculation. If he does speak, the conversation will explode again. His PR team could just redirect attention to his music. But for now, the moment speaks for itself. This wasn't simply Justin noticing someone. It was a surge of nostalgia hitting live, and the audience felt it with him. Once the clip spread online, fans began retracing his steps through old interviews, paparazzi photos, and red carpet appearances, searching for proof that his reaction wasn't unusual. They found moments where he had the same caught-off-guard smile or trying not to stare look whenever Selena appeared. TikTok became flooded with side-by-side comparisons, half showing the concert lookalike, the other half old Selena footage. The resemblance was striking, almost eerie. Fans went as far as identifying the girl in the clip by name, sharing screenshots of her Instagram. Every post, angle, and filter was scrutinized, compared to Selena's old pictures. Fans noted not just facial similarity, but mannerisms, smiles, and even outfits reminiscent of what Selena had worn back in 2016. Whether coincidence or intention, it was enough to convince the internet that this moment wasn't random. It was destiny showing up in the front row. Meanwhile, Hailey Bieber was trying to go about her normal life. But the chatter didn't let up. Her name kept trending alongside Selena Lookalike, again and again. Every time she shared something on Instagram, whether it was about skincare, her outfits, or even just a casual story. The comments were flooded with references to that moment. People wrote things like, "Did you see Justin's face?" Or, "You okay, Hailey? She looked just like her." Even the smallest post became a magnet for conversation, casting a shadow that followed her everywhere. On fan forums, the theories only multiplied. Some insisted the lookalike moment wasn't a coincidence at all, that Justin might have noticed her even before the show, maybe while warming up or backstage. Others pointed out that he seemed to be scanning the crowd more than usual, as if trying to find her again after his first reaction. Fans dissected clips frame by frame, acting like detectives reviewing security footage, highlighting the moments when he glanced repeatedly in that direction. Old Selena fan accounts, some dormant for years, suddenly woke up. They shared montages, wrote captions about fate and unfinished love, and some even argued that this small incident proved Justin still carried some emotional connection to Selena, despite how happy his marriage looked. The media pounced immediately. Headlines appeared across tabloids calling it Justin's awkward encounter or Selena's double shakes up Bieber show. One source claimed Justin looked visibly rattled afterward, taking longer than usual to get back into his performance. Another report said he joked with his team backstage about the striking resemblance, but fans didn't see it as a joke. To them, it felt like confirmation of something deeper. The girl at the center of it all started gaining followers rapidly. People flooded her comments asking if Justin had said anything else, if they had spoken after the show, or if there had been more interaction. She stayed mostly quiet, only posting a vague caption about a night to remember, which only fueled more curiosity and speculation. Underneath all this attention was an unspoken question. What might Selena think? Although she hadn't publicly addressed it, fans kept tagging her, sending the clip, and creating edits using her songs over the footage. Even her unrelated social media posts were filled with comments referencing the lookalike, as if everyone was waiting for her reaction. By the end of the week, what had started as just a few seconds at a crowded concert had turned into one of the year's biggest pop culture stories. It wasn't just about a girl who resembled Selena anymore, it had become a kind of public test for how people interpreted everything. Selena fans saw nostalgia, romance, and destiny. Hailey supporters saw unnecessary drama aimed at challenging her marriage. Casual viewers just watched Justin Bieber freeze at the sight of someone who reminded him of his past. Whether this moment fades away or grows into the next chapter of the Selena story is anyone's guess. But one thing is clear. This clip will stay online forever, replayed and analyzed every time the conversation about Justin, Selena, and Hailey resurfaces. And if another lookalike ever appears, you can bet the cameras will be ready, the audience will hold its breath, and the internet will go wild all over again. For anyone following this story closely, it's obvious this isn't the type of drama that disappears quickly. Every new clip, every small detail, and every twist will be scrutinized. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned. Because if this is just the beginning, the next developments are bound to be even more intense.